What happens when a seemingly innocent night out takes a sharp, unexpected turn? One that exposes some really raw emotions and, frankly, dangerous realities.
Yeah, and today we're doing something a little different for our deep dive. We're focusing on a really compelling personal narrative.
Exactly. So instead of our usual broader topic, we're zooming right into an excerpt from a longer story. Think of it like a critical, really intense snapshot in the lives of these characters.
Right. Our mission today is basically to unpack this whole sequence of events. We're looking beyond just what happens, trying to explore the motivations, the surprising twists, and definitely the profound emotional fallout.
We'll be asking what it really means to navigate things like loyalty, control, personal safety, especially when a crisis just erupts out of nowhere.
And this story, I mean, even though it's very personal, it just offers these striking insights into human behavior, relationship dynamics, how people cope when things suddenly go sideways.
It's a really rich source for understanding all the layers beneath everyday interactions. You'll see why these moments feel so pivotal.
Precisely. So let's set the stage a bit. Abby's current social landscape. Well, America, her best friend, has reconciled with Shepley.
Right.
So America's been pretty scarce at the residence hall. She's busy catching up, and her calls to Abby are, like, rare.
Abby seems to get it, mostly. But there's that little flicker of jealousy, maybe, that America gets to be with Travis.
But interestingly, she finds this quiet comfort in the fact that Finch is around more.
Ah, Finch. Yeah, he's suddenly everywhere with her classes, meals, studying. Even her friend Tara is just used to him being there now.
And Abby has this thought, almost secretly, finding solace that Finch is as lonely as her, which is quite telling.
So picture this. One evening, she's literally freezing outside the residence, waiting for Finch to finish a cigarette.
And that's the moment Parker just sort of appears, looking cold, red-nosed, chapped lips.
Ah, yeah. And he does that thing, blowing a huge cloud of vapor, almost like vaping, just to tease Finch about smoking. A bit of an icebreaker, maybe.
Yeah. Definitely trying.
Ah.
So Parker has these 2 tickets for a new Vietnam film. He casually offers one to Abby, but he's quick to frame it carefully.
Like not an official invitation, right? Just friends going to a movie.
Exactly. But Finch, knowing the whole dynamic, especially with Travis, he jumps in with this playful warning.
What does he say?
Tells Abby, basically, Travis won't like it much when he finds out. Just stirring the pot a little.
And Abby immediately gets defensive.
Oh, totally. She snaps back, it's not a date. And you can really hear that resentment bubbling up, that she feels she can't always be considering Travis's feelings.
Especially after that whole public thing where he took Megan to his apartment. That clearly still stings.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So they head off to dinner. And here's a detail that really lands. They get seated at the exact same table where Abby had her very first outing with Travis.
Wow. That must have stirred something.
Yeah, it brings this quiet smile to her face. It shows how powerful those past memories still are, even now.
Meanwhile, Parker's a wreck.
A bundle of nerves. He's just talking nonstop, filling the silence with details about his new schedule of med school exams. He even apologizes for talking too much.
Awkward. And then the door chimes.
Yeah, you can almost feel the air change. Shepley and Travis walk in.
Oh, boy.
Travis's eyes lock immediately onto Abby. But here's the thing. He doesn't look surprised, just intense.
Parker.
His nervousness just skyrockets.
Yeah.
He quietly offers to leave, says they can go. But Abby refuses, says it'd be too awkward now.
So they just sit there with Travis and Shepley across the room. The tension must be palpable. You could cut it with a knife. So after a moment, Travis gets up, walks straight over to Abby's table, completely ignores the waitress who's hovering nearby.
She walks up.
Looks right at Abby and basically gives her an order. I have a fight in 45 minutes, Paulette. I want you to be there.
Paulette. That nickname again. It always signals something specific between them, doesn't it? That possessiveness. It really does. It's his name for her.
Yeah.
And it's not a request. It's clearly an expectation. He explains it's a rematch against Brady Hoffman from State University.
The stakes are high.
Significant money involved, apparently.
Yeah.
And Brady's been training hard. Travis just keeps repeating, I need you there. Abby tries to push back a little, says it's an easy fight for him.
But he insists.
Yeah, insists he needs her presence. It feels like it's about more than just support, doesn't it?
Definitely. What do you think is really at stake for him here, besides the money? Seeing her with Parker must be part of it.
That's crucial, I think. Yes, the money matters, but Travis's whole identity is tied up in these fights, and especially in his connection to Abby.
So demanding she be there is, what, a power play?
It's a declaration, a reassertion of his claim on her, particularly right after seeing her with Parker. It's a public test of her loyalty, basically a reclaiming.
So what does Abby do?
She looks at Parker, apologizes, suggests he call his friend Brad to use the other movie ticket.
And her reason to Parker?
She says, he's my best friend. If he needs me, I have to go. Which says a lot about her own feelings of obligation, despite everything.
And Travis's reaction?
Just this slight, almost triumphant smile. Then he throws a $20 bill on the table for Parker, like settling the bill and dismissing him all at once.
Oof, cold.
And just like that, the scene shifts. Travis takes Abby's hand. They leave Parker sitting there, stunned. Shepley's already got the car running.
They just leave.
Yep. In the car, Shepley's on the phone with Adam, who sounds worried.
Adam, Travis's cousin, right, the one who manages the fights.
That's him. Adam saying the State University crowd is already drunk, they're wealthy kids, agitated. He suggests maybe leaving Abby out of this one.
But Travis overrides him.
Travis just tells Shepley, keep an eye on her, which is, both protective and controlling at the same time.
Always that line with him. Abby asks about America.
Right. And Shepley says she's studying for a physics test. Then Travis chimes in, surprisingly lighthearted, almost flirty, about the cool physics lab.
A weird moment of levity.
It is. Abby and Shepley are kind of amused, and for just a few seconds, Abby feels like everything was back to how it used to be.
It highlights that magnetic pull between them, doesn't it? Even amidst all this drama and tension.
It absolutely does. That deep comfort and familiarity is still there, somehow. Then they pull up to Hellerton.
Hellerton, that's the new science building, where the fight is.
Yeah. Shepley parks in a dark corner. They slip in discreetly through a small window, and boom, immediately hit by the roar of the crowd inside.
So inside the basement, what's the vibe?
Electric, but dangerous. It's the campus's biggest basement, used for these large crowd fights, but tonight it's just packed beyond safety. People are literally crushed against the walls.
Sounds intense.
It's an ocean of faces, mostly strangers. Everyone's got a beer. And the State University students stand out swaying, half-closed eyes, openly hostile. You could feel the aggression.
And Adam's there.
Adam appears, yeah. And he makes zero effort to hide that he's unhappy seeing Abby. He confronts Travis straight up.
What does he say?
I thought I told you not to bring your girlfriend to fights. And Travis just casually replies, she's not my girlfriend anymore.
Ouch. Even if technically true at that moment, that's gotta sting Abby.
You can tell it does. Adam just sighs like, I'll never understand your stories. He clearly knows their messy history.
And he emphasizes the stakes again.
Yeah, says the bets are insane tonight. Warns Travis, don't mess up.
Travis's response, still confident.
Totally. I'll make it a show, Adam. He even casually mentions fighting someone named Trent recently, like it's nothing.
But Abby senses something else.
Yeah, despite Travis's confidence, she gets this bad feeling. She senses Travis feels it too. Reminds her of that awful fight they went through in Vegas. A sense of foreboding.
And then right before he goes into the ring,
Travis pulls her close, takes her by the shoulders, kisses her, and says, that's all the luck I need.
A reassurance. Or something else.
It feels heavy, Give it everything. Maybe a touch of desperation under the surface.
So the fight begins. Abby's right there in the pit.
Yeah, getting jostled, surrounded by those hostile state students. It's chaotic. Brady, the opponent, comes out strong.
And Travis does his usual thing.
Lets Brady strike first. Takes a really violent blow to the head. You can see Brady has been training. But Travis just keeps that slight, almost taunting smile. Then he starts to retaliate.
Abby must be freaking out.
She asks Shepley, why is he letting himself get hit? And Shepley, who looks worried himself, says he's not letting himself get hit. That's the problem. But then he adds Travis is just preparing to move to the next level.
Whatever that means. But the fight escalates quickly.
Oh, yeah. Brady keeps landing, hits face, ribs. Travis counters, punches Brady's nose, takes him down. But Brady gets back up, lands 2 hard, direct hits on Travis's face.
Damage.
Splits his eyebrow, blood starts streaming down his face.
And Abby just can't watch.
Nope. She closes her eyes, turns away, loses her balance in the crush.
Yeah.
And the crowd just sweeps her away. She loses sight of Shepley completely.
Oh no, where does she end up?
Way at the back of the room, far from the exit, completely separated, and the panic really starts hitting her.
And it gets worse.
It gets much worse. In that vulnerable state, she's violently shoved against a wall, struggling to catch her breath. And then she sees him, Ethan.
Ethan. Wait, the guy from the bar, the one Travis threatened? The one involved in that assault case?
The very same. The parasite, as she thinks of him. He recognizes her immediately, starts commenting on her bracelet, slides his hand down her arm.
Oh, God.
He's stumbling drunk, got this weird smile, makes lewd remarks. Then he grabs her jeans, pulls her close, puts a hand on her backside, whispering drunken obscenities right in her ear.
It's a nightmare, pure predatory opportunism in the chaos.
Exactly.
Lee?
And meanwhile, back in the ring, Abby looks up and sees Travis scanning the crowd. He's looking for her, not focusing on Brady.
She realizes she needs to get back so he can focus.
Yeah, the frantic thought, get back to his spot. Then Travis spots her, sees her with Ethan.
What does he do?
Tries to rush into the crowd, but the sheer mass of people pushes him back into the ring. And Brady uses that exact moment of distraction.
Takes advantage.
Elbows Travis square in the face. Vicious.
Travis must be losing it.
He starts screaming, just desperate shouts, "You're gonna let her go, damn it!" He's trying to point her out to Shepley, yelling, "Go get her, Shep! Abby's in trouble!"
While Ethan is still...
Getting closer, kissing her cheek, her neck. It's escalating fast.
But Abby fights back.
In that instant, anger just boils up and cuts through the panic. She wrenches herself free and knees Ethan hard, right in the groin.
Yes, and then Shepley arrives.
Just then, he grabs Ethan by the collar, slams him against the wall, and just starts punching his face repeatedly. Blood everywhere.
Wow. Shepley doesn't hold back.
Not at all. Then he grabs Abby, pulls her through the absolute chaos of the crowd, finds an open window, and gets them out onto a fire escape. A frantic, desperate escape.
Okay, so they're out. But the aftermath, it sounds just as chaotic.
Oh, it's raw. Shepley checks on Abby first. She's physically okay, but shaking, crying. He keeps telling her, "It's not your fault, not your fault."
And then Travis finds them.
Travis appears, covered in blood, absolutely frantic with worry. His only question is, "Are you hurt?"
But his worry quickly turns to rage, right?
Full-blown fury. He spots this short, stocky guy, the one who kept pushing him back into the ring when he was trying to get to Abby.
Oh, no.
Travis just charges, tackles him onto the grass, and then just relentlessly punches him until the guy is just a miserable heap of bloody flesh. It's brutal.
And he's not done.
Not even close. Shepley points out Ethan, who's limping away trying to escape. Travis sees him and charges again. Slams Ethan against his own car door, hits his head against the windshield, then a headlight, screaming obscenities the whole time.
It's terrifying. Pure, uncontrolled violence fueled by protectiveness, maybe, but still chilling.
It is. It's primal. And right then, police sirens. Red and blue lights flashing, closing in on Hellerton.
Chaos erupts again.
Crowds scattering everywhere as the cops arrive. Abby screams for Travis. He finally abandons Ethan's body, runs towards them.
And they make a run for it.
Shepley drives like a maniac, swerves, jumps the curb onto the lawn, cuts between buildings, speeds off, barely missing a second police car trying to block the exit. That drive must have felt endless.
So they get back to the apartment. America's there.
Yeah, America greets them at the door and is just horrified. Travis is completely covered in blood.
What does Travis do? Still focused on Abby?
Completely. Despite his own state, he carries Abby upstairs to his bed, tells his dog Toto to get out. He kneels beside her, looking at her torn sleeve, then examining his own injuries, swollen, cut eye, bloody lips, torn knuckles.
Does he say anything?
He apologizes, says he's sorry he couldn't get to her. His voice is choked up with worry, and you can tell still simmering anger.
Abby must be reeling from everything.
Totally. She asks America to take her back to her own dorm. But Travis flatly refuses, says the cops are probably all over campus. She has to stay there.
He insists.
Then America and Shepley come upstairs. Shepley brings whiskey, and then Shepley reveals the full truth of what happened back there.
About Ethan.
Yeah. He tells America straight up, Ethan was trying to rape her against the wall.
Oh, wow. Hearing it put that bluntly, America must have been horrified.
Absolutely. And, hearing that, it suddenly puts Travis's insane violence outside into a slightly different, though still disturbing context. His fury wasn't just random rage.
It was a reaction to a genuine, terrifying strike against Abby. Still extreme, but yeah, context matters.
Exactly. So after Travis takes a shower, he comes back with an ice pack on his eye, apologizes again for being an idiot.
And Abby, even after everything, she shows concern for his injuries.
She does. Which just shows how deep and complicated their connection is. But then Travis, he drops the bomb.
The real reason he demanded she come to the fight.
He confesses. Admits partly, yes, to prove something to Parker. I wanted to show him you were still mine.
Oh, my God. After everything she just went through, that was part of his motive.
Devastating, isn't it? Abby just turns pale. You see, the realization hit her. She was nothing more than a pawn. He used her presence, the danger, everything to mark his territory.
How did she react?
Her eyes fill with tears, but it's rage, too, pure rage. She yells at him to get out. He picks up a glass, maybe the one with the whiskey, and throws it at him.
Does it hit him?
No, it shatters against the wall behind him. She just screamed, "I hate you." Travis leaves, and you can see he's genuinely hurt by her words, despite what he confessed.
What a moment. All that fear and adrenaline and now this betrayal, it just explodes.
It really does. After he leaves, Abby undresses, puts on one of Travis's shirts, which is such a poignant, conflicting detail, right? Still seeking that connection even in her anger.
Yeah.
And then she just breaks down. Uncontrollable, sobbing.
Yeah.
America comes back in, gets into bed with her, and just holds her. No questions, just quiet comfort.
Sometimes that's all you can do. Just be there.
It's a really powerful image of friendship after trauma. So this whole deep dive, digging into this really personal story, gives us some compelling takeaways, doesn't it? About relationships, pressure, how quickly things escalate.
Yeah, the complexity of it all, the unpredictable nature of things, and the emotional fallout from choices made under that kind of intense pressure is just huge.
It really leaves us with a lot to think about. How do we even begin to distinguish between a protective instinct in someone and controlling behavior? Especially in a relationship like this one.
That's a tough line to see sometimes. And what's the true cost when those lines get blurred? Not just for Abby and Travis, but for everyone caught up in their orbit. Shepley, America, even Parker. It ripples outwards, doesn't it?